Whenever you're in the military, you refer to the people that you serve with as your brother in arms. So basically, dear brother, I remember when you returned from your stint in the U.S. Army as an MP, meaning military police, and that you had been stationed on the DMZ, meaning demilitarized zone in Korea. Maybe you stood on the exact spot where former squatter Donald Trump stepped over to shake the hand of the dictator Kim Jong Un and called theirs a great friendship. You are among those who love, respect, and most of all trust the former squatter Trump, and because I don't see him the way you do, we don't talk much anymore. Now people text respectfully about the weather. Um, Basically, people are getting up during age, so we keep it enough for one or the other to visit in our final days. So we're writing this letter that you will never forget. There are bills and executive orders passed that you will have missed, and basically you will dismiss um, that what President Biden and the Democrats in Congress have done to help you and the country. Um, the American Rescue Plan Act and extending the existing COVID-19 programs, Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act, bills to avoid a government shutdown, and keeping the federal government running, Juneteenth National Independence Day, and the National Independence Day Act, and bills passed this year include the CHIPS Act and the Science Act that will increase manufacturing of computer chips for electric cars, and the bill to fund the medical help for veterans um, who were exposed to toxic burn pits. The Inflation Reduction Act that will benefit the climate and will lower healthcare costs, allow Medicare to negotiate prescriptions, and improve tax fairness. Republicans blocked a measure to reduce the insulin medication to $35 a month. Um, Now, I've heard people say that President Biden hates this country and wants to destroy it, which is the exact opposite. That was Trump that wanted to destroy it and hated the country, but it's not true. It's not. You've defended the most egregious actions and statements when any other person saying them would have lost your respect forever. Trump made one of the most indecent statements against women by any man, let alone who'd run for the highest office in the world. Even some mesmerized women defended him. It was locker room boy talk. No, it wasn't. It was disgusting. He basically said he could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody and that he wouldn't lose any reporters. He said this soon after the tape was released. Then he went on to trash John McCain. Basically, he said that John McCain was a war hole because he was captured. And then Trump went on to say that he liked people who weren't captured. He was referring to Senator John McCain, one of the most respected veterans of our country. And up to that moment, no one would ever consider such an insult to that good man. No one. He refused to visit the American Cemetery, Isny Marni American Cemetery near Paris. Now, four people with first-hand knowledge quoted him, and basically Trump said that why should he go to a cemetery that was filled with suckers and losers for getting killed? And to think that a sitting squatter of the United States of America would say such a thing about our most cherished veterans who died for our country in defense of decency and honor is lower than fucking dirt. Now Trump turned his back on the Queen of England. He shoved the leader of Montenegro at the NATO summit in Brussels. Olivia Troy, a top advisor to the Vice Squatter Mike Pence, reported that in discussions about the COVID pandemic, the former squatter Trump made the statement that the virus might be a good thing because it would save him from having to shake hands with disgusting people. And this was a comment he made back in September 2020, and he was talking about his sycophantic inbreds. It was he who announced that the FBI conducted a search and seizure of documents that he kept in his possession after he left the White House on January 20th of 2021. With help from pseudo-fact spinners and those in Congress willing to do what it takes to keep your vote and their lucrative salaries while doing nothing for you, his people are clan rallying around him and furiously clicking the donate button. Now, don't believe what you see or hear, and that's not what's happening. You think you see a smart you think you see a smart businessman, but in reality, this is what we see. We see a man who fucked over small business owners by not paying them, and regular working guys just like you when his casinos went bankrupt in New Jersey. But you have and will always find a way to defend him. And basically, Trump did say he loved the poorly educated. So only when you and all of you who adore him wake up and this nightmare will end for the rest of our lives, because that's exactly what needs to happen. We need to get him out, and we do not want him back in office ever again. So if you like the video, give the video a like and subscribe to my channel, RBW King. You can also hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified when a new video comes out. If you want to support my work even further, you can donate to my Patreon link, which you can find in the about section of YouTube. And for just a little as a few bucks a month, your donation will help go a long way, and thanks for listening.